Hello friends, Marcy here, and it's been a minute since I've been able to share pens with you. Not that I don't have pens to share, because I do. I just have less time than pens, and I have a lot of pens, very little time. So I'm here today excited to share a Waterman with you, and um, let you just say, oh my goodness, as you see in here. Hope to get some lighting, better lighting here so you can see the beauty. It looks like I'm going to have to just pull it out of its little beautiful case. And excited to receive this. See if I can get some gorgeous light on the chatoyance. The problem is the light is causing a glare on the part that I want you to see. It has some gorgeous colors, chatoyant, like copper gold, almost a greenish brown, and a lot of magenta, raspberry colors. So it looks like you're seeing two pens, but you're not. That's what's so unique about this and why I just fell in love with it. When I first saw a pen like this being shared, it was on Kitchen Counter Crafts YouTube channel, shared by Mona, and hers is a little different color. Hers actually has, I believe the name is green, and it actually looks like flowers. It has the magenta and a gorgeous green in it. But let me open this up, tell you a bit about it. We'll talk about the case, um, do some inking and writing. But this is a very unique pen. It has the Waterman logo here. I did buy this used from eBay, and it actually shipped from London on April 26th. So, and arrived on Friday. But I was awaiting ink cartridge. It didn't come with an ink cartridge, and a converter doesn't fit. Oh wait, before I put this away, let me show you. It does have some like breather holes here. This one, it actually goes through the other side and at the bottom. And then there's a hole here, or an opening, but it also has a foam cushion there to cushion the bottom as you drop the pen inside. So there we go. There was a little bounce there if you saw that. Anyway, I'm just pleased as punch at the burgundy, raspberry, fuchsia, green, brown colors in chatoyance that I see here. It's just captivating my eye. But this is the pen. This is the pen holder. Has its own little unique case. And this is the pen. It's very tiny. And I do want to do show you comparisons to some of the other tiny pens that I have. So this is inside my little Galen leather zipper case is my Kaweco Lilliput, and we can do like a side by side. The Lilliput is much smaller, and then my other tiny pen is the Pilot. That I also ordered from eBay last year. So gorgeous scroll work here on the body. But let's look at side by side in comparison. It looks a little larger, but once the cap is removed, it is a tiny pen. So there we go. And I bet you're anxious to see the cap off of the Lady Agathe. Oh, and I forget, it is a push cap. And this is where the pen sizes are closest from end to nib point. So it's hard to see that in my hand. Let me bring this over here and let you see that closer. Okay, very close in size. The inside of this pen barrel body is very tiny, and it does not come with a converter. It does not use a converter. I'm thinking I have one in mind for later that I ordered for a Benu pen, but this, when I received it, again, it was used from a seller on eBay. When I received it, it was, there's nothing, no cartridge inside. So I went about ordering some Waterman Universal. Oh, these are short. Kind of looks long, yes. Oh no, actually they're not. Well, now I'm disappointed. I thought these were the Universal shorts. So I ordered them because I wanted the Waterman ink, but I was considering using, these are Universal shorts, Kaweco or Diamine. This came with my latest Esterbrook pen that I received in the mystery box, and it's a huge assortment. It's beautiful colors. Let's see. There, but these are Universal shorts. So I just may try one of those until I can get the Waterman cartridge. Anyway, so let's, I do want to clean this pen, and let me show you. When I received it, I just dipped the nib in water, and I wanted to experience the smoothness of the nib, even though I didn't have an ink cartridge or converter for it. So I dipped it and just run the nib across paper, and I was sad to find it still had some ink in the nib feed, so it wasn't cleaned out before it was sent to me, which kind of saddens me, but you know what, I'm a big girl and I know how to clean a pen. So I am going to do that. I'm going to take the nib section, drop it into my ultrasonic cleaner, and give it a go. Okay, so I've cleaned the nib. I took it to the sink and gave it a flush with a bulb syringe, and also let it run through the ultrasonic cleaner for a bit. And we are going to try a Diamine Universal Short Imperial Purple cartridge to see how that fits. So since I'm inserting a cartridge, I'm going to have to invert it a bit and get a jar to stand it in, just to let the ink flow down to the nib feed. And then I'll show you, this is the pen or the paper I wrote on yesterday. This is the one I wrote on today. So my first attempt, the ink was quite a bit darker, and it's all flushed out and clean now, but it will be writing beautiful purple ink in a few moments. Until then, while we're waiting for this ink to go down into the nib feed, let's talk about the contents of the box. So we know it came with the little fancy pen case, but this is also, this is from the early 90s. The Lady Agathe, there were several ladies pens made in different colors. This came with the literature, and so I'm quite pleased to receive that. It's nice to have original contents with it's not quite a vintage pen, but you know, 35 years. This cartridge did not come with. It's a Kaweco cartridge from this box. It came from a pen, and I was considering using it on my first trial, but it has the blue ink. And interesting card. This product is not intended for use by anyone under the age of 14 years. Pen caps can obstruct breathing. Keep out of mouth. Interesting. And then we have a signature card. Probably the person who inspected the pen and then just signed and tucked there. Yes, I have assembled and inspected this writing instrument. Please attach this card to the guarantee. So it's nice to have all the original paperwork in the box. And I'm going to put this all back together. See if our pen is ready to write. I'll try it on. This is just cheap copy paper. Nope. Oh, there we go. Printer paper scraps, like the 20-pound. But that's still looking like the color that was there. I do know my water flushed clear when I did my little flush. No, this one's more purple than that. Okay, let's get to writing on some rhodia paper. Oh, by the way, I did forget to mention this is an 18 karat gold nib. Very unique, tiny design of a pen. And I will do a weight here after we finish putting some ink down. I am not misspelling Agatha. This is the way it is spelled with an E at the end. And it is a fine nib. It's kind of a broad line for a fine nib. And our ink is Diamine cartridge. I do have a couple mini converters that I've ordered for various pens. I'm thinking about giving a try later. Imperial purple. Wow, the ink goes down nice, wet on the page, but it dries quickly and beautiful to watch. All right, I just want to do, there is nothing wrong with the performance of this nib. Everything is absolutely gorgeous. I'll record my date here today. And I don't even know in my head. I have to check on my watch. It's May 18th. Okay, let me cap this. And I'll get my scale out so we can compare some weights to the lightness of the pen. All right, I think from the glare on the lights you can't see. If I can move that one. There we go. You can see the scale. And the full pen, if I can do it without rolling. And surprisingly, it's 17.28. The full pen on my Pilot is 12.36. And we know the Lilliput would be heavy because it's a brass pen, 24.78. All right, let's look at just the pen. If I keep forgetting it's a push, not a twist. Just the pen, if you're holding in your hand without posting, which I can, it's just 10 grams. There we go. And if we put the whole package together, what weight would you be carrying to have the pen included in the pen case? Let's see. In your little pocketbook, all the fanciness. Okay, 40.93 grams. Wow. Okay, so that does it for sharing of the Waterman Lady Agathe in its unique pen case. I don't have a lot of history on this pen, but I would love to find out and then bring you some more information at a later time when we revisit this pen. And I will link the channel, the video on Mona's channel where she shared her gorgeous Lady Agathe. But thank you for spending some of your precious moments with me. You have a blessed day. Bye-bye.